I drank every day for probably 6 months, at least, maybe 8. I didn't want to feel things. Wanted to just escape. Even just being around regular people was tough. My friends who didn't have a clue what any of that was like, what being deployed is like, and they're talking about their last sale at their software company or whatever. I'm thinking about what it's like to see people killed. I just put my wife through a lot during that time. She knew that something was off and eventually made me get counseling. And I've said this before, I didn't think I had PTSD. I kind of looked at my childhood as like a badge of honor where I've been through this, so nothing else is gonna be harder than that. And so I went to counseling. They don't start with war stuff. They start with, well, what's your childhood like? So we started unpacking my story of childhood abuse and neglect and chaos and violence and all these things that I was exposed to as a kid. You start to learn that you compound that with combat trauma and experience. It's a recipe for disaster. It's just a cocktail of emotion that, given to any person, they're gonna explode. My therapist told me, you have PTSD. She would be like, you need to go to the VA, get disability for this, and you need to file it. And so one of my sessions, I showed up, she handed me this like 3 or 4 page packet, if you will. And it had her recommendation to the VA with all these different criterion of why I had PTSD. I didn't ask her for it. I didn't want it. I don't even think I filed it until a couple years later because I felt bad going to the VA and saying I had PTSD after one deployment. And it took a Navy SEAL friend of mine to tell me that that's the stupidest thing he's ever heard, that it doesn't take much. So eventually I filed it.